What's going on, everybody? Justin here with Everything Aquarium. Just wanted to make a short little video about chain pet stores and my horror experience I just had less than 20 minutes ago now. Let me start off by saying I'm not going to name any names. I'll tell you the place that I went to, and if you're in Michigan, you'll know what I'm talking about. And this doesn't go for everybody, and a lot of people might take this wrong, but I'm not the big fan of chain pet stores for certain reasons. As many experienced fish keepers may agree with me, fish farm breeding is horrible, so on and so forth. We'll get into that to a different day. But anyways, let me start with my story. The story is, I went in there and wanted to grab 3 black neon tetras. The normal guy that gets the fish for me wasn't working today or something like that. And it was a younger kid in there. And mind you, these are just kids, so they're young, they make mistakes. Stuff happens like that. They just don't know. They're not knowledgeable about it either. They're not trained on it. That's another reason I'm not a big fan of these places. They don't have the training. Went to get the fish. He already had the specimen tank filled. This is why I assumed what I assumed, and I'll get to that in a second. The specimen tank was already filled, which is the tank that you hang on the outside of the tank to put the fish in, and then you throw them in the bag from there. It was already filled up with water when he grabbed it. And he threw 2 neons in there in the specimen tank from the tank, and they kind of jolted around and spazzed out and immediately went into shock and went belly up at the bottom of the tank. And so then I told him, those fish don't look any good, and then I thought about it. I'm like, uh-oh, I think he used tap water in the specimen tank. And I didn't see him fill it up like I said, so that was my first clue to that. And my other clue is, or my other input from that is, he goes, well, I just meant to rinse it out. I guess I forgot to dump it out. So he had cold water in there. The fish immediately went into shock, belly up. Plus, there's chlorine in the water. We live in the city, so I know there is. And so he dumped them down the drain. And then I'm like, what are you doing that for? In my head, of course, I said that. So then I just brushed it off, I guess, so I'm already upset about that. And then he goes to put the other 3 in, fills it up with tank water, thank God. The other 3 go in fine. And that was really it. And when I looked into the sink, I had noticed the other one was still in there. I told him to throw it in there real quick and see if it, makes a recovery. It was still breathing, and it, gills were moving in the tank, or in the sink. So he put it in the tank. It swam and schooled up with the other neons pretty quickly, so I'm assuming it's going to make a recovery. That's good there. As for the other one, it's currently in the pipes of the pet store, so you never like to see a good fish perish like that. It's just a sad thing. It's crappy. It was a good fish, could have went to a good home, but instead the guy didn't know what he was doing, which again isn't really his fault. He didn't have the proper training, I almost promise you that. Pet Supplies Plus is the fish store's name. They're not huge. They are in Michigan. They're pretty big, but that's about it. They're not chain all over the country or all over the world or whatever. Anyways, that's my story. I just want to stress to people to share this with your family, friends, loved ones, anybody that you know that's been to a chain pet store. We really got to push these people to be more knowledgeable and let their managers know to teach them what they know and teach them the right thing and get them the right training and do some research on their free time. Get them involved with the hobby. Some way, somehow do something about it. We got to do something about it. The living conditions are horrible. Fish farm breeding conditions are horrible. There's something needs to be done eventually, and we want to take a stand in that, and I want to be part of that. So hopefully something can be done. Hopefully you can share this with somebody that works at a chain pet store and give them some knowledge on what to do properly, so that way we can stop having unnecessary fish casualties and give fish a better pet store life, I guess you could say. But anyways, that's it right now, guys. I got the 3 black neons acclimating to the 6.8 gallon cube, and we'll take a look at them later in the future. But that's it for now. That's my pet store, chain pet store horror story of the day. I have plenty of more that I could share with you. not all bad. Not all stories are bad, but that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.